I was thinking it
Mr.
was
Motley will be
Big and beautiful. It's
seated
Aren't they just magical?
Okay.
in
They are.
January.
Okay.
They will have
Still
a
wouldn't do
special
the
election for the
slobbers.
5th one.
Okay.
Yes,
The slobbers I can do without.
yes.
They
They,
never fail.
She'll do what?
I have to stand and wait
Yeah.
to see.
Yeah. Or you could vote twice. I don't know.
oh yeah, I have to,
From
in fact, my
Chicago.
walls
I
need
don't know
to
if I
be
can
out cleaning right now. Magic eraser,
That works.
it's the best thing I found. You just get it wet, right off, no matter how long it's been there.
Now my divan.
Michael, are we live?
I'm sorry.
Are we good?
So
Oh,
bad.
we look.
Yeah.
It's terrible.
I set it up yesterday.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, it's her divan. They do eat a lot,
Okay.
and that's not terrible. And they have, they do know what.
Heck of a delay,
That's
isn't
not
there?
terrible either.
I'll just leave it on.
The
So we know
slobbers?
if it freezes or not.
Thank you.
It's decorative.
Remember with Verna, they got
The little girl,
David got
Is David
Yeah.
coming?
Great Dane girly.
Is David coming?
No, the girls had it.
Oh, they had a second one.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
We have to take pictures.
Probably, there you go.
Everything.
I don't think she's ever gonna be as big as Leonard.
No,
I
probably
don't
not.
think so. She's very petite.
He's-
Helen is compared to.
Most people who see him say, I've never seen one that big.
Early now.
He's big.
The,
Giant.
the lady who breeds them had very large
Okay.
dogs to begin with.
Let me just see, make sure it's not my connection.
Okay.
For more general.
Aren't they
I mean,
best?
she just
Oh, they are
loves
sweet, aren't they?
everybody.
Uh-huh.
The UPS man
Yeah.
loves her.
Oh,
And she
really?
gets up in his truck and he gives her cookies.
Sometimes-
Oh,
yeah.
of course he
Reception's
does.
not
He's a
good.
smart. Yes,
Oh,
that
you're
is.
right, yeah.
And I just like that.
Yeah.
So David said from now he's a neighbor in the house when he comes by.
He might drive off with her. Yeah, that's the biggest worry, when people stop, you know, they stop when they're walking, and it's like strangers stop and say, our Great Dane, he's a showstopper.
I have a King Corso cross with a pit bull.
Okay,
He's like a little retarded kid. He runs into people, thinks he's a king.
then, yeah, has no idea.
Slobbers. He runs into people,
Oh, yeah.
thinks he's a king.
And they-
Catching up.
I'm good.
It's catching up.
Man, does he throw the slobber.
Great.
It's amazing.
Yeah, I'm sure we've got some up on our ceiling.
Oh, yeah, we got it there.
You're fine.
Yeah, like when you notice it, you clean it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be good. Okay.
I'm not used to doing this like you guys are.
Oh, well, I wasn't either, so you're living crap out of me the first time, yeah. The only thing that helped me is I didn't know I was gonna have to do it. Because Jenny was supposed to be
Yes,
here.
I remember.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
And I had
Hi, Dustin.
prepared.
Is this,
Hopefully I didn't bring a new device over. We got
Okay.
here a little earlier.
for this kind of thing, it don't need,
So we
It-
just wanna meet him?
yeah.
Yeah.
I do.
Something they be doing the same kind of operation in.
Okay.
Big. But these two cases that we're driving, the wide load trucks, were like steering into the oncoming traffic. They drove us off the road, literally.
Because this thing was so wide, it took up the whole
Yeah, and
Highway
we-
54.
And then one dude in front of me panicked and just stopped from the road and I had to
We
zig around.
literally had to, defying.
Yeah, and get pulled over and like, I've never seen anything like that.
They were literally steering in the oncoming lane to get us off the road and waving a flag, like, get off the road. It was like fast, but it was aggressive.
They didn't give you enough warning. It was scary. Like, we
Yeah,
almost
they
were.
come over a hill and boom, there they are, you know.
Yeah, he
Their
was,
pilot car was failing.
So,
there was
Well,
multiple
there were
pilot
like,
cars.
there must have been what, like 6?
yeah, but they were all like within 100 yards of them.
Yeah.
That's not even
That's
one.
That's
why I
your
said
point, Heather, yeah.
Their pilot cars was failing.
Yeah.
Even then, if you don't drive someone off the road, you don't steer right into them and force them off the road.
No.
And if your load is that wide, do something else. Figure it
So
out.
we're hoping
If
it's.
you can't do something else, and that's the problem, because they put them on those roads. They're state authority.
I know what I would do is the Colorado Central Road, I've been riding every one of them.
Well,
I signed
that's
their name
dangerous.
as attendant, or is that if you want to speak?
I put your name down on the attendance.
Oh, that's, I signed.
All right.
Yeah, that was just
He's
nothing.
just
Don't
doing the
get me
thing.
wrong,
I
I
signed
signed
this
this
pilot car driving.
Oh, you are.
Yeah,
It's over
we're-
25,000.
Okay, so this is
I had
an
to see
expensive
this.
thing?
Right,
Yes.
well,
I
but
didn't
see,
know
they,
what you
Roughly
would say.
they,
I did, but I
they
didn't
have
want
That's
to
what we
sign
found
it.
in the
I was, we were both.
2024.
when the state tells them you
But
can't
the
use any of
state
the
says if it's over
ground,
25, then we have to come.
This operation is so crazy, I think that maybe this can happen.
And I want to keep it in front of you
That
anyways.
happens too, I've seen that too.
Wide load's not necessarily, but,
And you're
everyone's
Virginia.
called the state.
I would have meet you.
All right, man. I'm real easy. In your front
Way to go.
We had an operation.
Hi, I'm Jennifer.
Basically, in Greeley, Colorado.
Of course.
Kim, I met my husband last night.
Halves of double wides.
Yeah.
There were wide those that said it was a legal operation.
Yeah, we
Because
appreciate
they'd
it.
run in the middle of the night, and they didn't have permits. Yeah, we just constantly. We find the hell out of them, I say.
The problem is now is that technology is so high right now that they have tracking devices on everything, so that you can.
Call the meeting to order. Everybody rise
I just came to support you.
for the pledge of allegiance.
Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Let us pray. Father God, we ask you to be with us and guide us tonight. Let us make our decisions in your wisdom. Let us find peace in all of the decisions that we make tonight. And we ask this in Jesus' glorious name. Amen.
Amen.
All right. Welcome to the October 6th Bourbon County Commission meeting. I ask that you silence your phones, take any private conversations outside, and please keep the aisles and doorways open for safety, and we'll try to have a good meeting. So we'll start off, first thing is approval of the agenda. Do we have any changes in the agenda?
Yeah, so just under 5, let's add Public Works with Kenny Allen and Dustin Hall.
Okay.
Under old business where it says law enforcement resolution, that was tabled to 10/14. So we should be, in that spot, it should say meeting resolution.
Yeah, and we'll not do that tonight, because I
Okay, so we
want
want to just scratch that whole
to, yeah, scratch that
one?
altogether.
Okay, that'd be fine. with
And
me.
then we want to add, you said Public Works under,
Under 5.
5.
Just under 5, yeah.
and then we want to add, and we'll add just before, between Mr. Raines and Public Works, let's add Sheriff Martin, because he's going to be discussing, that'll just keep the topic in flow, because he's going to be
Okay.
discussing the same thing that Mr. Raines is.
Okay, and then let's add one executive for non-elected, just under 3.
3? Okay. All right. And is that it?
Yep.
All right. I move that we adopt the agenda as corrected.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
All right, consent agenda, approval of the consent agenda. Any concerns, corrections regarding the, okay, so I move that we approve the consent agenda, accounts payable for October 3rd, 2025, $302,462.17. Approval of payroll for October 3rd, 2025, in the sum of $297,874.77.
Second.
All those in favor? Aye. All right, next up, building, health, and care.
The non-elected, the executive.
Oh, I'm sorry. Excuse me. I move that we go into executive session for pursuant to KSA 754319B1 to discuss personnel matters of individual non-elected personnel to protect their privacy. This will be for
10 minutes.
10 minutes involving the 2 commissioners.
Yes.
And we'll return at 5:44.
Okay.
And all those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Second.
Second? Aye.
Well, I'm helping some people that have a little problem with noise. So. Yeah, I like it.
Oh,
So-
chat room, that one.
The day, you're at that huge building going up downtown, that's
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
And then it has some, I was looking at Kansas, leadership.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
They're coming to town, and I saw
When?
Ryan Gilliland.
Get out.
Yeah, I was like, oh,
Was in
that's,
leadership Kansas.
that's right.
Yeah, I was bling ding.
But we were in the same.
I know.
Yeah, I thought I was the main one.
We were both wing dings. We were running. We were running.
T-shirts and stuff, this could be connected.
Yeah, it was.
What?
I was back on that father. You've been staying busy.
Just,
Why?
I don't really know what. I mean, it's just like I'm busy all the time.
That's right, that's the good thing,
Just keeping,
just staying on.
and especially doing a lot of, I don't know. So a lot of more people are having to address things, and they don't know how to get through the government. And so I've been teaching them, yeah, who does what.
Yeah.
Some of it should be true, but it's not. And, you know, sometimes, you know, people that serve, they don't even enjoy educating people. You know how hard it is. Because it really is
It
really
really
not.
You gotta know the, I was referring to it as public theater. Because it is.
Yeah, you never know what drama's gonna come.
Is it a horror show?
Yeah.
Is it a comedy?
Yeah.
But there's processes. Once you navigate them a few times, it's easier.
Oh, yeah, when you have that kind of institutional knowledge for young people.
Yeah, that was the noise, and that was.
And I get excited. I don't want to get sleepy. I don't want to get sleepy.
Yeah, but it's fun to support.
It gives them a little courage to stand up. But it was in the price to the top. It's like, okay.
I just like which was the nearest, which is residential dwelling. They turned the system of representation.
Yeah. I thought you were in Colorado. I was over in eastern Colorado. I was on the radio.
What were you doing?
So there's a show, Kim Henson. She's on the radio. I'm just one of those people that's like running me. Like, I like puzzles. And so we went through a lot of transmission things. So I was helping this they're the sweetest people. They're these environmental group, and they work and protect lions or something. We were visiting and this transmission company wouldn't go down the site, and they were told they want to go across the line.
That was more just half of least resistance.
Exactly, you would think.
Project specific
And,
commission,
so-
February 2020.
I talked to them, they were just so sweet. That, if you gave them a job, I mean, like, they educated themselves. And I thought, well, that's refreshing. And they got 2 counties to deny the permit. And,
Are you playing in Cherokee County to some of the transition and the planning? I mentioned to go to that meeting just out of curiosity on first photograph.
so my niece is down there, you know, I don't like to come in the counties and say anything.
I'm aware of that.
And they did it for projects because it was hard to.
I was trying to do it again.
Yes, I wanted.
Here in Bourbon County.
Yeah.
Shocker.
You know, I can, and so my niece
I'm glad to hear
sat
that.
down with me.
I've stayed here before.
She was fabulous.
Two bedrooms,
So once yeah, well, she's, so things have to make sense. I mean, Delaware is such a big worker. And they don't have any plans for yours.
When they did it,
There's no way to decide you've done it once. And it's actually and the soil doesn't have.
Hey, Michael. Yes, sir. You watch Kansas City review this
project
past
specific.
week?
This past week, not yet.
Did they mention
Are we gonna leave?
Yeah, the big item was of course the recall.
I was in close enough.
Was it out at K Barnes?
I must,
80,
I
it came
must
on
hear.
85%.
My folks are still here.
Yeah, I've never heard a recall that
He moved back to your
I thought that.
It was like, there's no water. We say we
She managed
share
to
the whiskey.
retire as mayor of hockey.
Very popular.
It was true.
And then you go a little further.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, she was like that, and now good people around her.
It was really beautiful. I enjoyed being there. I got to see my granddaughter. Just for my 40.
Yeah, that is. Yeah, we're expecting our first great grandchild. My husband, he is
So they got
like baby prices, and I'm like,
Irrigation maybe.
I'm like, oh my
I believe they'll accept that.
That's gonna be bad.
It's like a I'm glad we got.
I'm surprised they did that, but I remember, I was hearing about how noisy they were and every other problem, you know? And I went and drove that brother and Ethan. Yeah, I know.
This is it.
Place that you really love.
It's decommissioning.
It really is, I mean, it's taking me back. There is,
No,
it
that-
matter.
Yeah, so yeah, but anyway, I found them to not be that enough.
For me,
Really legit, great.
The
Plenty others to
politics
hit, yeah. Sure, I'll have
I'm
one.
not even in that line.
Maybe I can get it.
And, doing it for them, if you're gonna insist on it.
You're looking for everybody.
Looking to see if anybody, if I had missed anybody.
Oh.
And so.
me.
I tell them.
No, we never miss you.
I think I just bring
Oh,
them
good.
kids. It's good to see them. You know, it's like, it's just so well, when it's,
She's leaving you, Johnny, with
believe
me.
me, when you're shopping, when you're standing on this front porch and you can't hear all that, Jesus Christ, this is 24/7. This isn't good.
I think we had you
Huh?
at the state fair 2 years ago. You had a booth set up.
Oh, I did.
Yep, I recognize you.
You too, don't you? Yeah.
Stand for the land.
Yeah.
And we took a sign, yeah.
Yeah,
Yep, you were very, very good at explaining what you're up to.
yeah.
So when I saw you, there's a picture on Facebook, has like 3 ladies in it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't look at that, but I recognize you when you came out,
Yeah, I'm kind of infamous. I'm not famous, but infamous.
Well, we appreciate it.
Well,
So
it,
this is kind of just what we try all of us.
so when you call, well, Angel asked me to call. I always do. If you got a pretty good story, I'll think about, you know, because I got so much, and I'm like,
Do everything.
and I can give you the easy answer, you know? And sometimes a lot, it's just the easy answer. You know, they just didn't know where to start. And
I have a little shooting range
he
set up
tells
in
me
my
where he
backyard.
lives, I type it in, I'm
I
like,
had one before I moved here, but I found out.
wait a minute.
Oh, yeah, I
And
was
so
over
he's
there until
telling
I
me a
set
little
up my
something
own
about it.
backyard.
Well, I already have all that.
I paid
information, a whole
$20
bunch
a
of
year
stuff
for a while.
from
But they,
go around like the lake.
they're pretty strict. They, you gotta get gun locks for everything. You can't put anything on there, so that doesn't have a gun lock. And
I'm looking at this
I keep
map,
my
and I
guns
actually have a
gun
footprint
safe.
at the
I
USGS
don't
on
have any
this
kids
map
in the
because
house. I kinda trust my wife.
I marked off the area
I
on
don't
this
need gun
map.
locks.
And
I wear
I
mine.
thought, this
Yeah.
is the weirdest shit I've
Yeah, I do consider
And
carrying
so,
on, you know, you
there's
don't wanna,
another, so
okay, where's my
I mean,
car
there's
keys so I can get the
another-
gun lock off?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I didn't really know how to.
Yeah, so I just, it just got me
That
to
was
think
my
of that,
work.
so I just set up my own
There's no licensing at KCC,
When they
there's
dug
no
my
permit, there's no.
foundation
nothing.
25 years ago.
But this land got
They
transferred
piled, at the back of the property, they piled up this big pile of
with no
rock.
explanation, but these guys didn't have an application.
That's all you need.
And on the other side of it
And
is
any kind of
roughly
height,
a mile,
So
so.
you're good.
there's no application.
So I just mowed an area there and
Okay,
now my wife found out the other day that I was using a,
whose
she
license is
has
operating
a
under?
portable
And so this generator, it just piqued my curiosity, because
taping
I was like,
targets to.
See how much can go
so,
on.
I had that
Oh,
on
yeah,
the
man,
job,
it's just
you know,
crazy.
my friends in gas,
She wasn't
because I
using
go
it, so I
in
was.
for like 4 hours a day
She
on
said,
gas.
oh, I wondered where that was.
houses.
There it is. I've been sorry for you. Fortunately, I hadn't hit it.
Because of there's no gas. She said, I'm just curious.
Wooden frame.
Well, what they're doing is they're hooking up like 15 wells.
Yeah.
Well, they tried that in Jefferson County and it exploded.
You do a lot more fancy than me. I just set up
Well,
tin cans on.
and once you have a reaction like that, emergency management can't show up because.
All right, I move that we return to session, no action.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, now, Building Health, Inc.
Hi.
Good evening.
Good evening, Commissioners. Thank you so much for making time on your agenda to hear about our transportation program. My name is Becky Gray. I'm the Executive Director of a nonprofit called Building Health, Inc. I believe you should have some
Yes.
materials that I shared with you. We do, among other things, we operate general public transportation in Bourbon, Crawford, and Cherokee counties. And so I came to share some of our program data with you. In the packet that I shared with you, you can see demographics that demonstrate your transit-dependent population. So a lot of times we look at people who are extremely low income, have a disability, or aging. We also look at households that have only one or no cars. And so you can see that before you. In our program, the way it works is we have a dispatch office. Our transportation program manager, Cassie Jones, couldn't be with us tonight because she's still dispatching. So we, to schedule a ride, people in Bourbon County can call our dispatch phone number, 833-228-7433, Monday through Friday during working hours, and schedule a ride. And then our drivers come to their home, pick them up, take them to their destination, and then return them back to their home. In some cases, our drivers can go door to door, so we can walk up to a person's house and help them to the van if they need assistance with that mobility. I have seen our drivers shovel sidewalks sometimes for the riders,
Wow.
just to make sure that people are moving through there safely. The riders' experience is, I think, world-class, particularly for Southeast Kansas Transit. So our drivers are highly trained through the Kansas Rural Transit Association program, RTAP. It's the KU. So there's offensive driving classes. They're trained on how to secure wheelchairs and more. So it happens every year, multiple times a year. Some drivers might be overtrained. All of our vans are ADA accessible, so we can help people with all kinds of mobility move through their lives. I also included program statistics, so you can see the number of rides we provided in Bourbon counties, just about 2,300 total. We have two programs we operate. One's through the Kansas Department of Transportation, that's general public transportation, and that was just about 1,600 rides. And then the other is non-emergency medical transportation, NEMT for short. That is, just like it sounds, it's not emergency medical, but it does help people get to regularly scheduled medical appointments. Primarily it's dialysis, cancer treatment, and the like. Our general public transportation through KDOT, the rides must originate in Bourbon County, Crawford County, or Cherokee County. For non-emergency medical transport, however, we can pick up throughout Southeast Kansas. Many of our rides go to Kansas City. We can cross state lines into Joplin, Missouri, and Springfield, Tulsa, etc. So we also share the road with CCAP. They're one of the organizations that also provides general public transportation. And our, at Caravan, we started tracking the number of rides we had to turn down because we didn't have capacity. Always we refer to CCAP first. But during the 7 months that we've been tracking that, about 22 rides per month go unmet. So we know that there's need for additional transportation in Bourbon County, and we're looking to try to fill that. The trick is that KDOT requires local match money to help support the general public transportation program. What we're doing is using non-emergency medical transport to bill insurance companies to make that match happen in our own house, so to speak, instead of asking for community resources to help support that. So while we want to increase our KDOT to meet those 22 rides per month, we also know we have to increase non-emergency medical transport so that we can generate the income that we need to make the program operate. So the trip purposes, the majority of our trips are for medical appointments, but we also move people around the community getting the goods and services that they need. So a lot of trips to retail stores and the like. And then some of the rides that we're receiving, 2% in Bourbon County, go to work using our public transportation. The second to last page in your packet is the locations in Bourbon County where we pick people up. So not surprisingly, it's primarily in Fort Scott, but we do hit some of your smaller rural communities, Redfield, Bronson, Arcadia, Uniontown. So we are servicing the whole county. So tonight, in addition to sharing that information with you and offering opportunity to ask any questions you want, I am asking for a letter of support. Again, we make up our financial commitment through our non-emergency medical transport, but it helps our grant application to KDOT when we have local government support. So I did provide a sample letter through the clerk and ask if you don't have any questions, if you would be willing to sign that letter to support our grant application.
Okay.
When is your grant application due?
Gosh, it's not due until mid-November.
Okay.
Yep.
I would ask that you give us a week. We'll have one more commissioner. And we've signed several of these, so I don't have a problem signing this one too, but just in case somebody wants to talk about it, let's give it 1 week, okay?
Absolutely. Should I plan on coming back?
No, that can be emailed
yeah.
if you
Okay.
give your.
He'll have a
email.
copy of your packet, so,
Very good.
yeah.
Okay, well, thank you very much for
All
your
right.
time. And,
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead, sir.
What are the hours that you're operating?
that we operate?
Yeah.
Monday through Thursday from 7:30 a.m. to 6:30 p.m. And then Friday from 7:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. We close a little early on Fridays.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Thank you all very much.
Thank you. All right, next up, Mr. Raines.
All right, here we go. I guess you guys know why I'm here. I mean, the issue's still not being resolved, but I'm here to ask if you guys can do a moratorium today and a noise resolution, because I sent you guys some videos of the decibels inside my son's room, outside the house. Did you guys see them?
Yes.
Okay, but anyhow, it's overbearing. And like I said last time, it's overbearing. First, we've lived there 6 years, and them wells they've been abandoned for 15 years. That's what David Myers said. He said last time he's got any money off that lease was 15 years ago. And temporary abandonment on a well is 10 years. So how can they come in here just out of the blue and hook up to the gas wells to run generators right across from my house? And anyhow, I mean, like I said, been there 6 years. The last 2 years has just been nothing but stress. We had the Pike Lake deal go on, where they're threatening eminent domain or properties. And then finally this kind of gets squashed. Then out of the blue, a guy from Missouri, I'm having a brain fart where he came out of, Joe Wimberly, but anyhow he comes out of, Missouri, brings in generators and the mine Bitcoins. And I've been, it'd been different if I'd have been, if he had been there before me, that'd be kind of different, but he hasn't. But anyhow, I've talked with the guy, and he's been there 1.5 years, and he's not done nothing with the noise issue. And that's when I've talked to Tim Schallenberger, and he said the person or the people that can handle this is you guys. He said the same as Representative Rick James said, that you guys can do a moratorium on them, the temporary, because I got word that they're trying to there's a possibility they're gonna drill 2 new wells. So that's just telling you right there that it's gonna expand. You know, that thing, because Joe Wimberly said, if I get this thing going for a week straight, 24 hours a day, we'll work on something with the noise. Well, that's been a year and a half ago, and here we are. We're still dealing with the noise. My wife, she works night shift, and she comes home hearing constant humming in the house, like I said last time. You know, when the decibels are 54 decibels in my son's room when there ain't nothing on, you know, and you can just hear a humming noise, it's unacceptable. You know, it's unacceptable that I have to get up. You know, I have trouble sleeping at night because of it. When I do get up and get to sleep, the first thing I wake up to is just hearing the humming noise. You know, just the constant humming noise. And then that just kind of, it just, like all day today, I've been sitting in a tractor thinking about, oh, I gotta come here to do something that is unacceptable. I shouldn't even have to be here, you know? I mean, he is completely out of the wrong. You know, he's in the wrong. But anyhow, like I said, I just non-stop I think about this. My stress level is skyrocketed, and it really shouldn't be, you know. But anyhow, like I said, that he's trying. Also, a guy to the east, his name's Ben Hall. He said they tried to lease gas from him, and he told them no or whatever. But anyhow, they said. Well, anyhow, he supposedly leased 31 wells, or has 31 leases for wells. And anyways, he's also, where that site's at now, supposedly he told Ben they're in the process of trying to purchase that property. So, right there is telling you, you know, they're going to expand. And I have neighbors here that he lives a mile away, they live a mile away, they probably 3/4 mile away. My mom, she's 2 miles away, and they can hear it. You know, like my mom 2 miles away, and if the wind's right, they can hear it at her house. So imagine being 172 yards, you know, give or take, from the thing. He did build an 18-foot wall, but the wall is not working. You know, Sam, he said he went over there and listened to it, and he said that inside that wall, he goes, it's loud. And then he goes, but on the outside of that wall, he goes, it really wasn't that bad. I said, well, did you go up there and stand on my front deck too? He said, no, I did not. I didn't go on your property. Well, I guarantee that it's going up over the wall and it's bouncing. Like I said, you can hear it. I mean, I wouldn't be here if I couldn't hear it in my house. You know, I mean, that's the thing. It needs to be taken care of. But anyhow, it's, you know, like I urge you guys to come over, give me a call and come over and stand on my front deck and listen to it. You know, especially in the evening time. And then when you think about it, when the leaves fall off the trees, what's it going to do? It's just going to get louder. So.
I see you brought a lot of other people.
Yes.
Do you guys want to talk about the same thing to?
Well, we
just for
got
the
one
record
that
and-
signed up.
Well, it's an agenda item, isn't it? I thought they all came to talk on it. Yeah.
If you ask a question,
If you
they'll
want it on
answer.
the record, I will. I'm a neighbor.
Yeah.
Do you want me to?
Yes.
Okay.
Just state your name, please.
Kimberly Sparks, and I live 3/4 of a mile away from it, and we can hear the humming. It's a very, I mean, it's not as loud as it is at Derek's house. It's a very low pitch, but it's constant, just a humming, and it's just a vibration. You feel it, and it's upsetting because we live in such a quiet community and we enjoy that. And I don't think these people are even willing to just even have a conversation about rectifying the issue. And I think Derek and his family would appreciate that. I don't know if there's a noise ordinance that can be put in place as far as a decibel, or a moratorium to not let this grow any further. But it's got to be done now or before it gets too big.
because they're rapidly taking on new leases every day. And I'm concerned that it's gonna get bad.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Jill? Oh, okay.
The thing is, it's like I live on the train tracks.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a train going by my house constantly, 24/7. And, but on that moratorium, Schallenberger said, you know, you guys can do that. He said, you guys can do that, and he said the noise resolution, you can do that. And same way with Rick James, another representative, and, you know, the Douglas County, or not Douglas County, Jefferson County, commissioner, he said you could do that. He said, you guys can go in that room right now and do a moratorium on it. Now, we'll keep it from, that way it'll give you time to do some research on it and learn about it, and it would temporarily, you know, you could do it for a year or two, then revisit it, just like the solar panels that you guys did. Because you guys did a moratorium on the solar panels. And anyhow, and he also said the noise resolution, you guys could do that too. He said it boils down to you guys.
I don't want to disappoint you, Derek, but we're missing a commissioner today.
That's why I told
And
him all.
so,
Well, and then, I mean, and
you are on the agenda to bring this back next week though as well. We do have,
was it next week or the 20th? 20th is.
20th.
Yeah.
It is.
But, you know, when it comes to a moratorium, it also has to get published in the paper. Once we approve it, it has to be published.
That
So,
ain't difficult.
huh?
I said, that's not difficult.
well, no, just to be fair to the other
It's not about
commissioner
that.
too.
It's the
though.
process of what it has to be done. And we are working on it. I mean, all three of us have heard from you, and we've been in communications with our attorney on these very subjects of moratoriums and resolutions. And like I said the last time you were here, this is something that just, I mean, it takes time for it to get in the process. And I understand what you're going through, and it's not just words. You know, 'cause, when I was in Iraq, we had a generator. That's how our camps got powered. So, I mean, they ran 24/7. So I understand what you're going through. I understand the noise. And so it isn't something that we're trying to ignore. We're not passing it off. We're going to do something. It's just we got to make sure that we're doing the right thing, you know, when it comes to taking, you know, when you deal with two sides of an issue. And we got to, you know, because we face a lot of lawsuits. And
I did reach out to that other county though, and I did get some information that I sent to our council. So he does have that.
The thing is, you think a resident would trump somebody that lives in Odessa, Missouri. He's from Odessa, Missouri. We live here. You know, you think the residents of Bourbon County that actually pay taxes.
we're not saying that you don't trump that. I mean, I'm just saying is that this is one of those things where, you know, I'm just asking you to give us a little bit of time to get our ducks in a row.
That's understandable.
Yeah.
But you gotta understand.
Well, I understand. I mean, and I'm not out there, you know, in your house listening to that noise. So,
Sam also said that there's generators by his house, is what he said. He said he didn't hear them.
yeah. And again, there's avenues we can take regarding that too as well. When we start looking at noise resolutions, there's other avenues that we can do to look at what is acceptable and what is not acceptable.
Like I said, I appreciate it. It's just, I guarantee I've been probably pretty annoying to send you guys texts, but,
Yeah.
you know, I've been annoyed with it,
Yeah.
just have to send them.
Yeah.
You know, it's just, like I said, my stress level is just, it's unreal, and, you know, and it's just, when a person wakes up in the morning, like I said, I'm beating a dead horse, but when I wake up in the morning and I hear that,
Right.
come home, I hear that, you know, and just, I'm thinking about it all day long, you know, it's just kind of
I understand.
overwhelming.
Yeah.
we're not taking it off the agenda. It's still on the next one. You'll see it at the next agenda that comes out. They said it was on the 20th, but if the council is here, we may talk about it with the council next week.
Hi, Jill Franklin,
Hi, Jill.
neighbor. It's bad. Like he said, we live a mile away. We can hear it. And I've got a pretty well insulated place and we can still hear it. One thing that my lovely Kim Sparks friend found on ChatGPT this morning that might be helpful, and I'm not a big AI girl, never used it, but this is what came out of it. They said there was an agreement for wind turbines in this county in February of 2020, that the county established a noise limit of 45 decibels measured at the nearest non-participant resident dwelling. Now, this was not a county-wide thing, it was a project-specific thing. So if that helps council, and if this is accurate, that would be February of 2020 for a wind turbine.
They did a resolution, do you know?
It was a noise, they established a noise limit. I can text this, you want me to text it to you?
It's probably in their agreement, so I can pull the agreement.
Yeah, so it
Okay.
was February 2020, decommissioning agreement for wind turbines, 45 decibels.
Yeah.
But just project specific, so that might take away some of the other concerns.
Okay,
Thank you.
Thank you, Jill.
thank you. So moving, Sheriff Martin.
Something we started last week, we forgot, if you want to do that, remember?
Well, he's talking about this. Oh, yeah, we'll do that in a second.
Okay.
We'll just roll, because this is all
All
topic.
attached.
Good evening.
Good evening. Before we start, I'd like to understand what Mr. Raines and the group's going through out there. We're doing everything we possibly can. I have his affidavits that he's turned into under Sheriff Davidson this morning or last night. We do have the information in regards to who the individuals are in regards to just the company, not the individuals, as to who owns the company, which is Evolution Technology LLC. They are licensed in Kansas to operate. I went online, found them, they're current, they're up to date, okay? You had mentioned you had reached out to another county. Who would that county be?
Is it Jefferson?
It's Jackson.
It's Jefferson County, just to make sure. They had a resolution in 2023. You have their resolution?
I got a copy that you
You got a
sent.
copy of it?
Yeah.
Okay. We talked to the sheriff up there of how they handled it. The sheriff was not directly involved in it. They're in Jefferson County. What had happened is that their commissioners at the time had come up with this resolution before everything moved in, okay? So that's how the sheriff got involved, and it was through civil litigations between one LLC would buy the other LLC out, and then the other LLC would buy the other one out. And it's just like the wind turbines that's taking place in Allen County here. Everybody buys the LLC on, so who's actually in charge, nobody knows. So Davidson was with me when we had that conversation. Now, in regards to enforcement, yes, you guys can make a resolution, moratorium, if I pronounce it right.
Moratorium.
I have a hard time pronouncing that word. But yes, of course, you can, as commissioners, you can move forward with that. But there's kind of a couple of issues there that you might want to address and bring to your county counselor. If you do create one of those, I do not enforce it by statute. I'm sorry.
I know.
I don't enforce them. So the county's going to have to hire personnel to enforce those resolutions and follow up on those enforcements. And if you'd like a copy of the statute that governs that, I have copies of that with me today.
I take a copy.
What is the number?
I'll just give you one. How's that?
Okay, thank you. You gave me two.
Thank you.
Anybody want a copy? Pass it around.
Thank you.
Now, yep, I got you a copy. The Sheriff's Department will be moving forward with this investigation and trying to follow the guidelines that are set forth in KSA 21-6204. Now, I cannot guarantee that this will go through. We will do the report, we'll send it to the county attorney. The county attorney makes the final decision as to if there's any criminal charges or if there's any violations under the statute. Okay? So, once that is done, the report is done. Once the report is done and turned into their office, the sheriff's office is completed with the investigation.
Okay.
If they want to follow through the Department of Secretary, Kansas Secretary of Health and Environment, that is out of my wheelhouse. I do not control that state level. They have investigators and agents themselves that they can follow through with this investigation on their side of the house if they want to move forward with that.
Okay.
So, I mean, I don't know what else to do. I understand where the family or the residents in that area is coming from, but I can only do what the statute allows me to do.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
All right. Yeah, I already knew that. I've been researching moratorium, so.
Thank you.
Yeah.
So, has there any questions from may I ask if there's any questions from the audience that we can address while we're here so that we can move forward with this? And the investigation will start first thing in the morning.
Any questions, concerns from the audience?
I kind of have a question.
Okay.
Should-
All right, you
Oh,
go.
I'm sorry.
I just have a quick one. We heard the same thing from our state legislators when we started trying to stop Pike Lake. There's nothing we can do. It's only the committee, your county commissioner are the only ones who can do something. And we all need to, and I intend to, push back on that. Because they can't just dump this on you guys. There's stuff they can do.
Thank you.
My opinion.
I'm sorry, say that again now, dump what on who? Okay.
I'll tell you later.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you identify yourself? I mean,
Yes.
we know Mrs. Franklin.
First name, sorry.
I'm Virginia Maka, and I run a small group that has been rather busy, especially when it comes to the KCC, Kansas Corporation Commission. And when Mr. Raines called me and told me his story, I was kind of puzzled because old gas wells that have been marked abandoned, they have a federal grant to plug all these wells. For them to be drawing gas out of a well, I just didn't know what that looked like, and, you know, I'm like, is there enough gas to run a generator, because those data centers take a lot of juice. They run 24/7, and they have to have a constant power. Any glitch, they lose all the information that they processed. And so, at the KCC, how can a company like Running Fox, who owes penalties to the state of Kansas for the fines that he didn't pay before, transfer land leases to this company through a T1 process and not have any docket, any paperwork? And that was my question. And then this thing got a little bigger because, you know, I identified like 3,000 wells that across Kansas that are identified, but in this particular area, there's 31 wells that this guy has. Plus, there are 2 injection well permits that had been denied, and now they're back on the list. There was like 7 injection wells that were relisted, and that's kind of an unusual move by the KCC. So I've had all my, you know, people that I know that have a route through there make some contact, and they're not sure what's going on because these wells were on the plug list. That's why the federal grant was there. For them to repurpose it is a little odd, but it's even odder now that I know that they're hooking more than one well. They're hooking like probably 12 in that area. I don't know for sure, but there are 12 wells in that area, and they seem to be running them all into a trunk line. I think that's when we get into that part where public safety. And, you know, really, the KCC should have addressed this and got something done about directly sourcing power to a data center around the Department of Revenue's, you know, metering system, so that they can collect a excise tax or whatever they collect off of that. And open sourcing this is, I mean, it's not a rookie move, because there's a lot of experience that goes behind that when you do something like that. And I'm like, do they have that kind of experience? Do they, you know, is this the case that they did in Jackson or Jefferson County, one of those counties? Is this what happened, where they were tying these wells together to create enough gas to keep more than what's running now? Because there seems to be another data center sitting back there, and they're building a pad. So, and the other part was the injection well, you know. So what's really odd about this is, here's a guy new to the area. I have a list of over 3,000 fields, I mean wells and fields, and he chose this one by a residence which has limited bandwidth on broadband, very limited. I can't even get my cell phone to work when I was out there. On top of locating it farthest from the nearest injection well. I just find it odd. And it's not like he didn't have a choice, because if you were like looking, it'd be like a smorgasbord, and there's got plenty of guys out here doing this. They just haven't got as far as he did. And those counties will be addressing those opportunities. You know, I feel they're opportunists, because they found a way through the law. They're off the books, there's no paper trail, and then this man here, who probably has never gotten a parking ticket in his life, has to deal with something where you have to go up the chain, and then you have to start investigating, how can we temporarily shut it down, and you go to a nuisance law. There are people out here that have worked for KDHE, and that was one of their avenues, and it's like, you know, I feel it's unfair that they dumped this on you, because our senators control the KCC. But anyway, I just wanted to tell you thank you, and appreciate your work, and if you need any information about, you know, how many properties he has and, you know, that sort of thing, I'll try to help you all I can. I have a lot of experts that work with KCC.
Thank you for coming. Where did you travel from today?
I live in Iola, Kansas, but I'm originally from Columbus, Kansas.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you for coming.
Thank you.
Thank you.
And like she mentioned, KCC is the state level. Once again, they have their own departments that would be able to investigate incidents like this. Well, those are one of those things that, like I said, is out of my wheelhouse. One thing I do want to emphasize and discuss, I don't want this to be a rush. You have said you talked to legal counsel about this, and you're working something up, and that's great. But one of the hiccups that we're possibly running into is that if by chance you pass a resolution, it really will not affect the current business that's in there right now, because it's referred to the ex post facto law. You can't make a law to go back and punish somebody that's already there. So with that being said, you got some time restraints or some time issues that what they're saying, that there's some that are going in. When are they going in? I don't know. But like I said, you're going to be faced with the ex post facto law, and that's the case, then the county's completely out of it, and then there'll be a civil issue at that time.
Okay.
So I just wanted to bring it to the commissioner's attention to let them know what else you'd be faced with once you're putting a resolution into effect.
Okay. Yeah, I appreciate it. Thank you.
So
You have
time
some-
is a factor because they're in there all hours of the night, and from 11 o'clock at night, you know, they're in there working.
Yeah.
And then they're there the crack of dawn, you know, and it's been like that ever since they've gotten back, or made it back. So they're trying to beat the clock, so.
I'm gonna ask that we go ahead and just put this on next week's agenda as well as the 20th.
Well, hang on just a second. All right, are you done? I was waiting for everybody to be concluded. Are you concluded?
I have a
Okay,
question, and I don't know. So are these data centers, how close are they to water?
come up to the,
That's the other question. They were hoping for Pike Lake.
Yeah.
So my name's Heather Etheridge, and everybody knows who I am, for the most part. So my question is how close are these data centers to water? The big question is most people are ignorant and they do not know anything about data centers. Data centers are not storing data. They are for solar panels. They just run all the time to store the energy that the solar panels are creating. If one of these data centers catches on fire, we don't have any way of putting them out. None. They're lithium.
Oh, Heather, these ones are gas generators for computers.
Are we sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're bit mining.
They're
Yeah.
bid mining.
So if that is the case, still yet, what happens if they catch on fire?
Or explodes.
Because they're super close to him and all of these people,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be wiped out. Like in the middle of the night. It just takes someone to screw up, and if nobody's like watching them, they're not doing codes and people aren't keeping an eye on them,
that's part of the KCC's,
where's the water?
yeah,
And is that why, like, we have other issues coming up, we
Yeah.
really need to keep an eye on this. This is something huge.
yeah. Well,
So,
yeah, thank you.
yep.
Thanks, Heather.
Thank you,
All
Heather.
right, so now, Commissioner Milburn, do you want to add to this?
Yeah, I just wanna, no, I don't. I just want to go ahead and put it on the agenda next week. And we can leave it on for the 20th, just in case it spills over. I just want it to, I don't wanna table.
So, okay,
Not
so
too
here's what I, copy for
Oh,
you.
Thank you.
Copy for you. Okay, so this is a rough draft of a moratorium that, and would you send one to Commissioner Tran and to Mr. Johnson? And that we will talk about next week,
Okay,
okay?
thank you.
All right,
Thank you.
so,
So, in closing, the people who have turned in their affidavit statements, we ask that you could be available for additional interviews and questioning by the deputy that will be assigned to this case so that we can have the proper information recorded and turned over to the county attorney for review. Okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you, everybody.
Thank you,
all
guys.
right, thank you.
If you,
So,
if you need
so next week on the agenda to be for the moratorium. And we'll still keep the 20th thing open. Okay, thank you.
Thank you guys.
So, next up, public comments.
Oh,
We
no,
have-
Dustin and,
Oh, that's right, I'm sorry. I keep
Kenny.
forgetting all these additions. All right.
make sure the mics are on, please. They'll have a red light.
Mine's on. Yours on?
I think so.
Yeah, it's on.
All right. We are here because we would like to purchase a trailer for the landfill. It's a walking floor trailer and roughly $85,000. We found some on autotrader.com. We haven't searched real hard because we want permission before we.
We just have.
They need to purchase a trailer for $85,000 for the landfill.
Walking floor trailer.
Whopping floor?
Walking floor trailer.
Walking floor.
That's why they're so expensive.
Trash walks out.
So what's the What's the purpose for the walking floor trailer?
So we haul trash from here to Allen County every day. We have 2 of them at the current time. Back when we bought the 2, we was doing roughly $300,000 a year in money at the landfill. Now we're doing about $700,000 a year. We've had a trailer that developed a leak in the metal hydraulic line on the bottom side that we need to take out of service for a little while to get fixed. And instead of trying to come up with a way around the developing problem, we need to purchase a trailer so we can pull one out, get it fixed, and then we need the third trailer.
So it's just like the existing
Exactly,
trailer.
yes.
And then you'll have them all 3 in rotation.
Then we'll have 3 in rotation, and it's needed anyways, especially around the holidays and anytime the weekends when we have to shut down, we get behind, and then we usually have to pull another truck over there to make extra rounds with the trailers.
Is this something that you planned for, Dustin?
We plan on doing it after we paid the building off next year, just with the developing leak. It's a 2017 model trailer that's developed a leak, and with it leaking now, rather than waiting till next year to purchase it, it'd be more beneficial to purchase now, pull the other trailer out, get it fixed, and then already have it for next year.
So does the landfill have the money, or does Public Works need to front them?
Landfill has the money. Right now, we're setting good in the landfill. With the FEMA money that's coming back, we will have the money that's supposed to be set aside for the state that they're wanting held back for us to do the reclamation if we ever have to. So we're going to spend some of that, knowing that it's coming back from FEMA here, hopefully in the near future. Might be next year, but either way, we
And do you have the
it.
money if you don't have it come back in a timely manner?
Yes.
Okay, so you have the money.
Yes, we have the money now.
So you have a plan?
Yes,
Okay.
for sure.
And since Sam is your liaison, have you talked to him about this?
Kenny
I
talked to
brought
him.
it up to him Friday when I talked to him.
Okay.
Said if we need it, bring it to you guys.
Yeah, if you guys have the plan and you know where the money's coming from and that it's not gonna
Yes,
short
ma'am.
your payroll,
We just
you know?
we're good there.
Okay.
We just have to bring it to you guys because it's over $25,000, and legally we have to have everything approved by you if it's over.
Okay. Then I move we allow Public Works the 85,000 purchasing power for their walking trailer.
Okay. I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Thank you. We appreciate it.
Thank you. Yeah.
You guys have a good night.
You too.
You too.
You got anything for us, I guess, while we're here?
No,
Okay,
good.
perfect.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Aye.
All right, now, public comments for items not on the agenda. Mrs.
Me?
Yeah.
Etheridge?
Etheridge. Yeah, I couldn't see the T.
That's okay.
Here you go.
Is it okay if I come up here?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right, I'm gonna show you guys some of the stuff that I'm dealing with.
Okay.
So my name's Heather Etheridge. I am the president of West Plains and Centerville Cemeteries. If you take
Thank
one
you.
and pass them to him. Yep, you're welcome. This is currently how we deal with cemetery stuff at West Plains and Centerville with this here. This is the maps. Most people don't even get the chance to look at these, but this is how we keep track of stuff. And this is why I brought it to everyone's attention. How it is that we are organizing the cemeteries. And as people are getting older and people are dying off, nobody wants to take track of or take care of the cemeteries because it's a voluntary job. Nobody gets paid. So this is Centerville's. This is one part. This is another part. There'll be another section once they get it plotted on the east side. This only shows who owns the plots. This does not show who's buried. This does not show who is the ownership of like who's been planted anywhere. This only shows who has purchased these particular sections.
Have they kept it up to date if somebody purchased them and then left them for somebody else?
No. We had to pass a resolution that if you, like some of these are super old, and if your family members bought them and they didn't fill them, you have to show proof or explain to us how it is that you are an heir because, well, you know. Cause you can just be Tom Blow and go, hey, I wanted to be buried here, and there isn't anything that we can do about it. So this is just Centerville. There's approximately 1,500 headstones there. These are the deeds. Super fancy, I know, this is how we got them. There's deeds that are paper form for West Plains, and then this bigger stack is Centerville. I propose sometime along the line, I'm not saying immediately, we have got to do something. There is approximately, and I could be off by a few, but there's approximately 100 cemeteries in Bourbon County. And we have nothing. You can go to the deeds office, and some of the stuff is registered at the deeds, but they don't keep track of anything. You cannot just go to the deeds office and pull up and go, okay, I want to know who's buried here and what plots are available. This paperwork here, this print off here shows you what they have over in Allen County. They have one person who takes charge of all of them. So this B number 15, let's say that's like the first row of a cemetery. Each plot has each lot has 8 plots in it. You would go down and you would mark off who's in there. We need someone. I would do it, and I don't want to do it for free. Just putting it out there, but somebody needs to have this job to go out to the cemeteries with a laptop and walk up and down the rows and mark who's buried there, and if you can read it, put it in there. If you can't read it, you can put that it's occupied. If there's a divot in the ground and there's no headstones, which is a lot, you can at least put occupied so that nobody's digging someone up. The rest of them would be left as open, or they are with this section. I would have to use the maps and the deeds that I have. There's 1,500 headstones. This is all the deeds that I have. That's it. This includes the stuff that's here at the courthouse. There's not a lot to go off of. When I first started, there was not a Facebook page. There is a Facebook page now. People can contact me, and they do. From Texas to Washington to Illinois, people are calling me constantly. I use my own gas, my own funds, and I go out there and I go check and see who's buried in which spot. People in Kansas City call. This would make it so much easier if we had it already on a computerized Excel. Click on it, click on the cemetery you're at, type in the person's name that's the owner of the plots or the lots, and then you would be able to see what's available instead of driving all over the place. I do know that we have someone who's in charge of 2 groups that I've been notified of. One of them has 90-year-olds that are in charge. They're not in good health at all. They do not have access to some of their deeds because they tried to put them in and the computer system's old. They have elders that don't remember the passwords. All this information is going to be lost. I have another person whose son I just spoke to. They said they would not be surprised if their mother did not make it to the end of the year. She has been in charge for a long time, and all of the deeds, she informed me, are under the bed in the spare bedroom. So if something happens to her, I'm to go pick them up. But that's it. I don't know. It may not be a concern to everybody else, but it should be a huge concern. These people have paid in money to purchase these plots. Plots are $300 at my cemeteries. So it is worth noting that these people have invested money into their piece of ground to be buried, their loved ones and their family and friends and whatever. They need to be able to understand that these plots are available. They're not going to be sold out from underneath of them. In case something should happen to me, I travel a lot. I need this to be taken care of in some way, shape, or form.
So Heather,
Yes,
not that you need one more thing to do, because I don't either, but
tell me.
the National Cemetery, because I do wreaths,
Yes.
they have a wonderful log. I mean, it's it shares nationwide, but I can pick our cemetery. I mean, I can go in there and I can select our cemetery and I can tell you where anybody's buried.
Right.
I wonder if you would be interested in going to talk to Alex. He's the lead over there right now.
Okay.
And to see how their system is set up and how they do a new
Right.
data entry.
I mean,
It's worth a
again-
try, and that I can access, you can access, any of us can access.
Right.
Of course, not anybody could do data entry.
Right.
But anybody can access to find and locate these, and I think it's
Right.
wonderful.
So we
I
have-
utilize it a lot.
You can do a lot with Find a Grave, but it's not on the same scale as what we're looking to do in order to be able to like.
Yeah,
have-
this is every single grave, this is a full
Right.
map.
But this is so
So-
that you can also pick out what's available so people can purchase a plot.
Okay,
And then this would also show like, is it a cremation, is it a full burial? You can make extra entries if there is, like we allow 4 cremations to 1 plot. You can just skip down lines on Excel and add them in.
yes,
So it's easily adjustable.
yeah,
And each cemetery would get its own page. So that you could show who owns it. It's not necessarily just who's buried, but who has the deeds and who is the owners of those.
and I wouldn't be opposed to looking for a web page that could have multiple admins like what we have here. We have a web page and it can have every department as an admin to get in there and add. So if you are a cemetery lead, what is a cemetery
I'm the president.
then you would have access to get in there and add or change, or, I mean, and they could all have, these are just spitballing ideas
Right.
that could possibly work.
Yeah. Well, and like I said, there's so many of them, and I'm the only person that's like stepping up to the plate going, this is super important, this really needs to be done.
Okay. I got a question if you're,
Yeah.
so the last time you were here, did Don Tucker talk to you?
Yes,
So
nobody,
what-
they can't do anything.
They can't do anything,
No.
okay. So, out of there's 13 cemeteries that are tax levied by that get tax levies.
Right.
Okay. Them are the ones, we can't, as a county, we cannot intervene unless you and each one of those separate entities,
Yeah.
their boards come to us and say, we voluntarily will hand that back. So we can't make a centralized deal unless all the cemeteries are willing to get together, because the ones that run cemetery out here by, wherever,
Right.
if they don't want you to be involved in it, then we
Right.
can't be involved in it.
Gotcha.
So the biggest hurdle is to get everybody
On the
together
same page.
and get everybody willing to, because I
Right.
know there are several people that you described that I
Right.
know of.
Right.
And that control plots of my own family.
Right.
So, I mean, I understand, what the plight is, and the person that has it got it by default,
Right.
because they had a relative pass away and then they got
What a
it. So, I mean, I understand the problem. The solution is trying to get everybody together on the same page.
Well, and that's the other thing, I've tried making several phone calls and contacting others, and some of them are, everybody's busy with work and everything is voluntary. So it's really hard to get everybody to have the same schedule
Right.
going forward, and seeing if
Right.
we can't make 10 minutes for each other. Because whenever I'm working, then they're off work and so on and so forth. So, but I will contact National, see what we can do with there and see what they have. Like I said, I contacted Allen County, and they have one person that just sits
Right.
in the courthouse and takes care of everything, and makes sure that everything's.
And that's probably what they did was, all the cemeteries gave it back to the county, and they're not separate little entities
Oh, no,
that,
they're still separate entities. They're still separate entities. The only thing is that now they have a database that is in one, but they still have presidents over each cemetery. Everybody takes care of their own business. Everybody deals with that. It's just that, so it's more convenient for everybody to know.
Okay.
In case of a fire, a flood, or whatever, or someone who passes away, then all of that information is in one centralized location. So, in any event. But I will go check and then I will get back with you.
Yes, wonderful.
Okay? All right, dear.
Because I love their system.
All right, dear. Thank
Very
you so
wonderful.
much.
Thank you, Heather.
Uh-huh.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Okay, so next up, old business, road closure, 140th Street. Where are we at on that?
That's the one that I shared my thoughts with a
Oh,
couple
yeah.
weeks ago that I have no intention of closing that.
Yeah, so I thought we decided that night we weren't closing it.
Yeah, I don't know why that.
We didn't take a vote.
Huh? We didn't
Okay.
take a vote? Okay,
If that's the case, we just need to
All
take a
right.
vote and I need to
Okay.
contact them.
all right.
Okay.
Okay, so you wanna make a motion?
Yeah, I move we take no action on this application for permanent road closure at 140th Street.
I'll second. All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, so, next up, we scratched that resolution and the meeting resolution till next week to have all three of us here to discuss meeting resolutions. Gov deals, okay, nobody bought anything. On round three, there was 4 lots, nobody bought anything. I spoke today with KDHE regarding the x-ray machine.
Okay.
And they gave me over to another department called actually KDHE dot X-ray.
Really? They have their own?
Yeah, I think it was Kansas X-rays at kansas.gov. So I sent them a message asking them what we do with this machine, and I'm waiting on a response. Regarding the other equipment that isn't radioactive, what would we?
I would move we throw it in the trash.
Well, some of it is scrappable, so
Yeah.
I would say that
You second?
that's a separate haul to the junkyard.
Okay.
But who do we want to do it? I guess we'll have
Just let Public Works. do
Public
it.
Works,
Yeah.
but we have to have, that money has to come to that fund that was created for this, because it's donated equipment, right?
It'll go to your general fund.
Huh?
It'll go to your general.
Yeah, but I mean, we can't just haul it in with the other junk that the Public Works hauls in, can we?
True, very
Yeah,
true.
it has to be a
Definitely
separate haul.
Unless you're gonna give the money to Public Works.
Yeah,
Oh,
okay. So, and then there's some stuff that isn't junkable that probably could go to the trash. I'll go up there tomorrow or this week sometime.
okay.
If not, definitely by next week.
You're just
I'll-
gonna log the items that we need to.
I gotta make sure, yeah.
Okay.
And then I'll talk with Dustin and
Okay.
them. Yes.
Is there enough to bid out?
That might be an option. That was something we talked about. Maybe we'd have local people come up and,
How much is there?
no, there's quite a bit in 4 lots. There's probably, there's shelves and, there's a cooler, big like 2-door cooler. One of the doors is broke, so. But
Wow.
I think putting this to bed is the main thing.
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, keep dragging it out. But I'll meet with Public Works and talk with them about, maybe we can just do a curb pickup and put it out on the curb like everybody else does, and people can drive by and pick it up.
Pick several curbs. Pick several curbs.
Yeah. So anyway,
the
I mean, but
X-ray-
we're done auctioning.
Your
so-
X-ray disposal, you said that was KDHE X-ray division?
Mhm.
Wow.
Yeah.
Either he'll
Wow.
end up with an X-ray or information.
Yeah, they do.
Get yourself X-rays.
So, but I did send them an email. As
Okay.
of now, I have not received an answer back from them. So.
Okay.
And I did speak with KDHE also on the phone, and that's how they referred me. So
Wonderful.
I thought
Thank
maybe
you.
they might have been laughing.
Wendy.
KDHE
probably-
X-ray at kansas.gov. So
The people
there's
that gave it
everything.
to us
Mr.
are
Smith.
laughing.
Just remember on that cooler, somebody's gotta take the free on that.
Yeah.
On the cooler? Yeah, I know, when it goes to the salvage yard. Yeah. I haul a lot out there.
So,
Yeah. So
Mr. Beerbauer, when do you want to talk about this again?
never.
That's gonna show us to accept free stuff
Actually,
again. We're gonna tell them no.
let's give it 2 weeks.
Okay.
And then I'll have
right.
the total amount that's in that from
So
the
the
auction
20th.
and from the junk and then, we'll go from there.
Okay,
So-
so table to 10:20.
Yeah, and then what we wanna do with the money.
Okay, and then
Okay.
also this, when did you want to table this to? You said we're gonna put it off, but when to?
The meeting resolution, that was next week.
Okay,
Just and when Commissioner Tran's back, so that
okay,
we can all, I mean, everybody's got the copies. We should be real easy if we want to change the resolution, which, you know, I think we should. So,
all right.
All right, so now new business, credit cards.
So credit cards, have you seen the credit card book? We have a lot. We have a whole bunch. It's a book and all the pages are full.
Okay,
Do we want to continue to have all those credit cards?
Or do we wanna
start
do a different
discussion
system?
Yeah, do we want to start a discussion on a
so
different way to
who has the book?
operate? Clerks.
Clerk?
Yeah.
So they're just, we hand them out as they're needed?
They check them
Or-
out.
No, some people have them assigned, so a department head has theirs assigned, commissioners have theirs assigned. There's one card that has a lot higher, amount that they can use, and that's usually sent when somebody goes to training, so that we don't go over. I think where you probably see the biggest use is probably in Public Works and the Sheriff's Office and EMS. Most of the other offices, we don't use them very often. But those people that are traveling all the time might need to get gas on the way, or, so that's why they're using that. A lot of times it's just used for travel. Sometimes it's used to purchase products off of Amazon, but we do have an Amazon account. So it just kind of depends on how they're utilizing it.
So, I mean, so the ones that are already out, that department heads have, we know. So then what's in there now is just,
And they are required to submit a itemized statement for every time. And if they do not send an itemized statement per IRS regulations, we require them to notate why they did not send an itemized statement and what they used it for. So that's IRS guidelines allows for that.
And just like on our audit, I would ask that we're getting all of the receipts and that we do better this year to collect every single receipt.
We do our best from our office, but there are certain departments that aren't as diligent.
With the receipts.
Yes.
Well, she didn't say what what departments, and it don't matter as long as we fix it.
And that's gonna be every elected official ensuring that. What the biggest problem is, probably with your auditor, is that it's not a detailed receipt, and that's what's required.
Yeah, we need to why can't we get a detailed receipt?
People throw them away, people mishandle them, you know, and you could put a policy and procedure in place that if it's been mishandled, you revoke their credit card. I mean,
Yeah.
that's a policy and a procedure that the commission could put into place.
Well, it's just part of your responsibility
Yes.
of having the credit card, or we
Well, that
won't
could
have the
be-
credit cards
yeah.
and we'll do reimbursements, which would be more work for you. And I hate to do that, but, checks are expensive
Yeah,
too, so.
on credit cards, the UMB credit card, we do get cash back at the end of the year for using
Yeah.
those credit cards, so there is a little bit of an incentive there to use the credit card. And there are some places that won't set you up on an account, so you have to have some kind of a credit card, so. It just kind of depends.
Like Amazon.
Yeah, and we don't wanna, if we do it on the reimbursement basis, then you are paying sales tax when you're not required to. As a government entity, we should not be paying sales tax. So, that's the other reason why we do it.
so we should be working on SOP first.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
I have an example one that we used to use at the city of Fort Scott, if you'd like to look at it.
That'd be nice, thank
Okay.
you.
We want to table that then?
Yeah.
And what's
Yeah,
the
like
next,
this. We
next
can
available date?
Do the 27th.
Yeah, let's do that then. Okay. voting delegate for K-Camp Conference, Kansas Association of Counties. I saw that email. Who's going? You?
Yeah, and it has to be an elected official, so.
Yeah.
I'd be more than happy to do it.
You want to be the delegate?
Sure.
Okay. You got a problem with that? None of us are going. Last year it was Jennifer, and I don't think she's going this year, is she? No? So I move that we allow the clerk to be the delegate for the K-Camp conference.
What are they delegate for?
You vote on, the K-Camp policies and procedures. So we're
Would we
part of-
want to talk about what the voting items are to give you direction? Or
No.
you're just gonna vote for what you think is right? I just don't know what.
I don't think you
we're
see them
voting
unless
on.
you're there, you're
Yeah,
not
you have to
going.
be there to,
Oh,
Yeah.
I mean,
what kind of items come up for vote?
it's very general. I mean, it's not anything, they're not looking at claims, they're not doing things like that. They're looking at maybe a secretarial change or.
Oh, okay.
It's not,
Their staff and personnel then?
oh, yes.
That's what you're voting on, is their
Yeah.
staff?
We're part of that consortium.
Okay,
That's
I
part of our
understand.
obligation.
Okay.
So,
okay,
And I'll be more than happy to bring back what they discuss at that meeting.
okay. Then I would second your,
Okay, all those in favor?
aye.
Aye.
David,
Yes,
I am also going.
okay,
But I'm
so,
an elected official, so I can't.
no, it has to be an elected official, so, yeah.
I don't know, that'd be a gray area.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause you want,
You could be, yeah.
no, well, that too.
Yeah, you'd
You
be
can attend
commissioner-elect
it with
by
me.
then.
I'm sorry?
You can attend it with me.
Okay.
Because you would be an elected official at that point, just not
Yeah.
seated.
Okay, so next is KDEM FEMA requirement documentation. I saw that in the.
I would
packet.
ask that we just table that until next week when Commissioner Tran is back to look
It is
at that.
holding up your FEMA funding.
Huh,
It is holding up your FEMA funding.
Well,
does it
Another week?
require all three signatures?
No.
well, no, but I still would like him, he
Just
looks
mine.
at these things
Okay.
all the time.
All right, well, yeah, one more week is not gonna hurt it. So, all right. So that takes care of that. Next week,
Yeah,
and department updates, nothing. Build the agenda for the following week.
It's a big one.
it is, yeah.
Yeah, let's just leave it as is. I see on here we have, are we gonna do a special meeting with Dawn?
I would, can anybody do it on the 13th? So we could do that just all by itself?
No, I'm not gonna be available.
Okay.
Um,
We could do it maybe at 4, then if,
on the 14th,
uh-huh,
that might be possible.
okay. And then if
I mean,
Sam can't do it, we
yeah.
can change something, but,
Okay,
it'd be nice if we could,
Will there be action? No, it doesn't matter, it still has to be a special meeting. Okay.
yeah. Then we're gonna go into a regular meeting, so we could, if we had any action, we could follow up then.
yeah.
Okay, so we'll try to set a special meeting for 4.
Yeah, and put just put Dawn for insurance and then executive for non-elected. That way, if we need that, it's there.
Okay.
So that's what would be on that special
All
meeting
right.
that's right before the
Yeah,
meeting.
all right, so, yeah, I don't think we need to do anything else on that. Commissioner comments, you have any?
Can we have just one more moment on the special, on the next agenda? I just want to double check, make sure we got it all. I'll just go through this.
Okay, so we'll take a 5-minute recess.
Okay, thank you. October 14th.
Yeah. They figured out there was a Tuesday after a Monday. Neither one of them heard that, so guess they didn't care.
What's that?
I said, you all finally figured out there's a Tuesday after a Monday.
Yeah?
That's what I have. Well, thank
He
you.
still doesn't get it.
You're talking about having a meeting on a Tuesday in lieu of the holiday on Monday? I just assume that if everybody's off, you just be off. You know, that week is over.
Okay. And then, clerk, did you get the information?
I came from an environment where we did holidays, so.
For the KCC lady that's here, I text you her contact information.
That's good, thank you.
Are you talking special meeting for Tuesday?
Tuesday
Yeah,
at
it'd be
4
before the regular meeting
Meeting
at
at
5:30, yeah.
for the rescheduled regular meeting because of Columbus Day.
It's not a city meeting, so that's why.
No, that's tomorrow night.
That's tomorrow night. They're all one topic ponies.
You don't finish.
Oh yeah, that's when it starts at 7:15, right? Hurry up, Micah.
No, 'cause I need to get these signed, because last week,
I'm gonna have you sign this too, because since Jennifer will be the new treasurer coming soon, I just need you to sign, and I'll get her signature and my signature, so we can get the stamp, so that you don't have to do that anymore. Just anywhere.
and then, so then I just do it on the computer?
Yeah. Just anywhere down there in the way.
That
It's
might
called
be,
auto pin.
yeah. What's that? Oh. Are you ready?
So we're down to commissioner comments. I just want to tell everybody, members of the public and the commission and the employees of Bourbon County, thank you again. And all of the members of the public that are constantly out there trying to help Bourbon County in every way possible. I appreciate you all. We ended on a good note last week, and I think we did again this week. We have that budget set and levied less money than last year, so that's a great accomplishment. So thank you.
All right, I don't have nothing, so I move that we adjourn the meeting.
A second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, we got that.
They ran that opening kickoff back for a touchdown, and she was in trouble.
What?
So I'll have to get out of it.
Getting dark earlier.
Yeah,
There you go.
thank you.
You're welcome.
Goodness.